Hey everybody, this is Helfinator and welcome back to episode 3 of the Bottoms Up podcast. And this is like the first time I've done this in a goddamn year or more. So I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, my co-hosts.
Oh, hi.
Hey guys, this is Shots. And
From the Great White North.
I'll try to pull this one through for the intro. Give it a good shot.
I'm Odin. That was interesting, Health. That was quite interesting.
Hey man, you just told me to wing
so you
it.
guys know, Blue and TM are not here this week. Because they're lame. No, they're busy doing whatever they're doing. So
But
They're busy
still
being
lame,
lame.
so
pretty much.
worst
I think
people
that
ever.
also it's episode 3 of season 2. It's not just episode 3. Season 2, episode 3.
Sorry.
That's alright, no big deal. Plugs, because we're gonna start using our stuff again. Because this is actually, just like to mention, this is a 2-week in a row thing now. Which is pretty cool. So like this is like we're actually got a schedule going. But
It's the most consistent we've ever been.
well, I think as a new group, yeah, it's consistent we've ever been. So head on over to bottomsup.webs.com. There you can find the forums for game discussion as well as just promoting yourself. The Chat and Go box where
Chitango,
which promotes live chat. Although for some reason I've noticed that you have to like hit play on it now for it to start. I don't know if that's a new thing to that or if I can.
It's a video.
Make it so you don't have to do that anymore. I think it's really weird. I might need to change. I might need to change that because that's a bit weird. So the forums are there, the chat's there, as well as the ability. If you're listening to this on YouTube, you can download this from Mediafire or vice versa. Maybe for next time. Maybe you don't want to do it now because you're listening to it now. Maybe you don't want to listen to it again. But in the future, if you ever wanted to take this on the go, you can always check us out on Mediafire. The link is there. Or if you want to listen at your computer, check us out on YouTube because it's also archived there as well. And also the link to our Twitter is there, which is pretty much just to archive, or not archive, but let you guys know when we go live. That's about it for the plugs, I think. We're not on iTunes anymore, I don't think.
We're not on. We were on iTunes. Oh snap!
Yeah,
official.
It was connected from SoundCloud. I think it was connected through SoundCloud. Back in the day, it was Blue got us like a podcast account. But
yeah, wasn't it like a free thing or something that we
a
free trial?
He contacted like the owners or whatever of SoundCloud, but he got us like basically like an amateur deal where we got like a year free, and apparently it was like a $500 thing that we got for free. Which was pretty legit. But obviously we didn't pay for it the next year because we're broke and we don't have that kind of money. If we had have made it big, then obviously we would have. But we're still hoping to do that one day. So yeah, should probably get off of the whole plugs thing now because we've been
lifetime goals.
But
also make sure to check us out on Twitter.
I said that right?
Yeah, you did. Yes.
Okay.
Did you say the individual Twitter?
Bottoms up,
Oh.
bottoms up, and bottomsup.webs.com. I think I said Twitter.
Yes, you did.
Twitter, Twitter.
All
I
right,
must have missed
Shots.
it.
I don't think I ran this by you, but the rundown is literally just what we're going to be talking about this week. So if you want to do the rundown on what we're going to be doing.
I'll give her a good old rundown. I'll run her down real quick.
All right, there, bye, give her.
Yeah.
So first off, we got Halo Guardians. We're gonna be talking about some Guardians, probably very briefly because it did come out this week. So that's number one. And then we're gonna move to Blops 3. We're gonna talk about Blops for a while. I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm gonna probably butcher it. Yokai Watch.
There you go. You got that.
Yeah, all right. And Then we're going to talk about a StarCraft DLC, The Legacy of the Void.
Is
that what it is?
Yeah.
It's a new expansion.
Yeah, it's a new expansion pack. Yeah.
We're going to delve into some Fallout 4 because, let's face it, that's really what's on everybody's mind, which I feel like we should have left that for last. But that's just me.
I just did it in order of launch according to GameSpot.
Okay. Then Rise of the...
We can talk. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then also the Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, because I know everybody is hyped about that. Like, through the roof stoked.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm so hyped. It's unreal. You forgot that there's also a section before game discussion.
Oh, and also
we're
we're going to
playing.
talk about what we're playing, but like you guys really don't care about that.
And then if we have any questions, we'll answer them at the end.
Yep. Hopefully
Right.
we have some questions. I think we had one last week, so that was decent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I guess we should have went over this beforehand, but this is when shots you would ask me what I'm playing.
Oh.
That's why I made you do the rundown, and then you would ask me what I'm playing, and then so forth. Right? Once I'm done, then I'll.
We are so rusty.
Yes, I'm breaking in the new guys right now. This is we don't got the
shift.
This is on the job
Yeah.
training right
we
now.
don't got the old standbys here this week. Just me, so I gotta break them in.
So Odin, what are you playing?
What have I been playing? Well,
What are you
honestly-
playing? What are you
So-
playing?
Not what I'm playing. Well, I have been streaming obviously on Twitch, which is actually what this is on right now. So I have been playing Skyward Sword through that, and it's actually been a lot of fun. I was playing it earlier this year, and I just kind of stopped. I don't know why. I just kind of stopped streaming. I don't know. I got busy or something. Some sort of excuse. But I've actually been enjoying it. But on my own, I have actually had time on the bus in between school going there and getting home. I've been playing The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, which I owned it since it came out, but I didn't play it until just now. Like, this is actually the first time I ever played it. I don't know what took me so long. I know a lot of people don't like it too much. I don't think it's too bad, honestly. Like, I really didn't like Phantom Hourglass, and I know this is pretty much the sequel to that in terms of the gameplay and everything, and it actually is a sequel. But I actually like it a lot more than Phantom Hourglass, so...
So you like being the hero of trains?
It honestly, like, the trains is a bit lame. It's only in the fact that it just takes a while to get there, but I don't mind it too much because, like, it just eventually you just get there and it's not a big deal. Unlike when you were in the boats where it was kind of like open, like, at least the train is just like, no, you got to go here, like, go here. The thing I do hate about that, though, is there's trains that could just instantly kill you if you run into them, and it's so dumb. Like,
wait. There's, like, oncoming traffic?
Yeah, you gotta
What?
which just sucks, because obviously there's not a whole lot of maneuverability, right?
Yeah.
So, that's the thing that's really dumb about it, but other than that, it's not bad. I would like to say I've had time for Mario Maker, but I really haven't, although the new update came out. I should have put that in notes, too. Yeah, we'll get to that at the end, but...
Mario Maker is my new addiction. Ah!
No, it's not my new addiction. I would like it to be, but honestly, I haven't had the time, so...
Used to be. If you were young, it'd be your addiction.
Yeah, that's really about it. So, Health, what you playing?
Well, this week I haven't really been playing anything. The last game that I played was, Triforce Heroes, and that was during last week's podcast. So,
Good job. You haven't been playing anything else.
no. I've been I've been busy with school and interviews and working on sprites in my free time,
All
For
right.
a game, which we briefly went over.
which we briefly went over. And the only thing I'll say about it is that when Blue and I are ready, we will most likely make our first announcement on the Bottoms Up website.
Oh,
You
snap.
already made an announcement in the stream last week. It's not
That
your
was a
first
teaser.
Your first announcement of the first announcement.
That was a
of the first announcement of the first. Okay, anyway, so.
So anyway, what you playing, big boy?
It sounds so wrong.
Yeah. I don't endorse that at all, guys. Anyways,
Shut up, Shots. What are you playing?
there you go. I've had actually quite a bit. It's mostly what I do. Like when I come home from school and I don't have any homework, I game. So like I've been doing a lot more gaming lately. Let's start from what's been coming out. I started off with Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and I demolished that game. I had a lot of fun with it. It was basically
That's recently?
like I got it in September, so it's recent enough for me to talk about it.
It's 2 months ago.
I still play it.
If
I
that's the
still
case,
play
I'm
it
playing
though.
Super Mario Maker.
Oh well,
I
in
still
that
play
case,
it.
you
I
know.
still play it once in a while though, because I want to get through like the story and stuff and get like all the cool skills and stuff. Metal Gear Solid 5, I've really like that's been my real craze. I actually sent Odin a screenshot yesterday. I was playing Tales of the Abyss. Donkey
I
Kong.
did see that. This face is Larko.
I also I'm very close to beating Donkey Kong Country Returns. I'm literally on 9-9. So
I remember getting that text that you're going on this rant about how Donkey Kong Country Returns is not that bad.
I like it. I don't think it's as good as Tropical Freeze. I think Tropical Freeze is way better. Like way better.
Okay.
But that's
Oh,
just
and
me.
by not that bad, I mean not that hard. That's what I should say.
Oh, no. I didn't say it was not that hard. It is
oh,
very
It's a
hard.
hard game, dude. It's a hard
very,
game.
Very,
And
very
you're playing
hard.
the 3DS one. I guess you should mention that the 3DS
Yeah.
one has like exclusive levels that aren't
That's
actually in the.
I figured me saying 9-9 like in
Yeah, but you should still say 3D, right? Just
True,
'cause
yeah.
Some people might not.
there's
know.
a hidden
Oh,
9-9
think
that
about it.
I'm playing and none of you are playing.
Well, no, some people may have not have gotten that far, right?
That's
or...
true.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is like whenever you texted that, I thought you were meaning that you were playing like the Wii version, and I was like, "Damn, son!" Like I probably got to like World 2, and I'm like, "This game is too hard."
Man, you know what though? That game is too hard because it's like testing your motor skills with the shaking of the Wiimote. But I digress because I need to
That
finish what
is
I'm playing.
really annoying.
It is. That is really annoying.
I don't know why that was a thing.
It shouldn't
It's
be
so
a thing. Why
stupid.
couldn't you just press? Anyways, so Metal Gear Solid, Xenoverse, Donkey Kong Country, Tales of the Abyss, Monster Hunters. Like I'm always into the Monster Hunter. It's like my like side drug.
Side drug.
It's like it's
Your
not my.
main one, who
It's
you kidding?
well, I mean,
It's
like
totally
Metal
his main.
Gear. Metal Gear has been my main for a while. Like Metal Gear's that
Metal
like real
Gear.
good quick fix I get, and then I come back to Monster Hunter every once in a while. You know.
Seriously, Chris, when Dark Souls 3 comes out, you gonna get that, and we gonna be.
Is
we're gonna
it
be
co-op?
partners.
Because that'd be pretty cool. I might consider it.
Oh
if
yeah,
it's
yeah,
co-op.
yeah. So how?
Don't
Actually,
don't go into a
so how
discussion.
the
We can save
Souls-
it for another.
Yeah,
we can save it
remember?
for another.
Yeah.
We'll save it for another podcast.
Aw.
But just for
Remember,
now,
no
like if,
random tangents. That's the point. We get to it when we get to it.
Sad panda is sad.
Dark Souls 3 has co-op, I'll consider getting it. Health. There you go. Is that what you want to hear?
Okay.
That's all I needed to hear. That's all I
Yes.
need to know. Co-op. Because I'm not playing that hard of a game by myself. That's stupid. Hate hard games.
By co-op, that I mean you summon your friends in. There you go.
Oh,
That's it.
that's stupid. Summon. I want to play. This is stupid. Anyways. So yeah, that's
All right,
that's
so-
everything.
earlier this week? It wasn't last. I think it was last week, wasn't it?
No, it was this.
Was it
it-
October?
I think it came out
What,
November.
Halo?
Didn't it come out on Tuesday or something?
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. It's out now. Halo 5 Guardians came out, and
As you can tell,
It-
clearly none of us care.
like honestly though, like it seems like such a silent launch to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not really into shooters anymore.
You
I don't
know
if
what it
any of
is,
us
though?
Really are.
You know
But-
what it is though? It's because, like, coming out with Halo 4 on the old gen console ruined the hype that Halo could have had on the new gen console. Like, just ruined it.
You think if Halo 4? You think if Halo 4 would have came out on?
Oh man, are you kidding me? Rebooting the series on the new console? Are you joking? Man. Come on.
That's also called Xbox One.
That actually, yeah. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Because
It is a bit weird.
I don't know, man. It didn't make any sense to me then. It still doesn't make any sense to me now. But that's my reason for why I don't think Halo 5 is really like, yo, Halo, man, because Master Chief already finished the fight, and then they brought him back on the old console. Like what? Like that's like if
The thing.
Go ahead,
Go
go.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was
Sorry.
gonna say-
No,
I-
you first.
I was gonna say if it's like if they finished off Gears and then brought Marcus Phoenix back for that, like whatever, like it wouldn't make any sense. Or Dom comes back all of a sudden, like it's so
Well-
anticlimactic,
In Gear, they did do Judgment.
But that's like that's like a prequel, right? Like they did like their Halo ODST and Halo 3 ODST and Halo Reach and all that nonsense, and like that they should have just left
Oh,
it
that's
at that.
true. Halo. That's right. I forgot there was Halo Reach as well. That is a bit weird. That I guess 343 just really wanted to show off their next game.
No,
Was
that's
it
a good
any
point.
good? Was Halo 4 good?
You'd have to
I don't
ask
know, I never
Blue
played.
and TM. They'd be the only ones with experience with Halo. I think they really like.
I
the
feel like
series.
we might
Well-
have to give it another shot next week, maybe when Blue is around,
Yeah.
or TM if he is.
Though-
Yeah,
They're like-
we should do a
the
quick
only-
rundown of these when they come back. We'll do a
The
quick
only
rundown.
Yeah.
The only input that I have on this is that right before Halo was coming out, everybody in like the engineering department is like, "Oh God, oh Halo," and then I guess everybody went and got it, and I haven't heard a damn thing since. So I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing, but I haven't heard anybody say anything about Halo 5 since launch.
Yeah, I don't know.
So.
I think people are still trying to get by whatever the story is supposed to be. Who knows? Maybe Master Chief dies and you gotta like Spartan Locke. Spoiler alert! Spartan Locke is the new Master Chief.
Well, from what I've seen, it's like two playable stories.
Yeah.
So you can either play as Master Chief or as Spartan Locke.
Mhm.
I don't know if Spartan Locke was in 4 or if he was just introduced for this game.
I believe he was.
But,
I believe
he's
he
obviously
was
a big
in 4.
character. He's obviously a big character if he's like on the box art and everything. So he must be a big deal because all the other Halo covers that have had Master Chief is just pretty much just been
Dual
Master
wielding
Chief, right?
SMGs.
So-
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, so now they got him on the cover, unless that's the direction they're going with, I'm not sure.
Spoiler alert.
But let's move past Halo 5 for now, because we don't really know. You can. Oh yeah, this is you, Shots. You can introduce us in the next one here.
So, next we got to talk about Bloops 3, Call of Duty. Call of Duty Blops 3. What can be said about Call of Duty? It's another Call of Duty game. You can run on
It's gonna
walls
come
and
out
stuff.
next year.
It's coming out. What do you mean next? Oh, you mean it's gonna come out again next year? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Black Ops 3 will.
Yeah, Black Ops 3 won't, but there's not. I don't know. There's not a lot that can really be said about Call of Duty after. I mean, Blue pretty much went into his little spurt about it last week with zombies and everything, and I don't know. I'm not buying into the hype. So like, as far as I'm concerned, we can skip right past this, unless there's anything you guys want to say about it.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Is Kevin Spacey in this one?
No.
Oh, 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10. Not buying. Not downloading. Not buying.
Not
0
buying.
out of 10. Worst game ever.
No one plays Call of Duty for the story except apparently Blue's friend.
Chirps! Chirps! Cheap, cheap, cheap,
But,
you got chirped! Cheap, cheap.
Something I did
cheap,
want to
cheap.
mention is that it actually technically launches tomorrow, but it has like a midnight tonight. It might actually be out at this point.
No, not yet. Not
maybe
yet.
depending on.
Not yet.
Well, if you live on the East Coast, it would be. If you're in Newfoundland right now.
Yeah, if you're a Newfoundlander.
Yeah, you know.
Newfoundlander.
those Newfie Call of Duty players.
they're already on there shit talking.
Don't
people
you
from,
know?
like France.
Oh, man.
They're like,
Yeah.
hey, screw you! You're so bad at this game, eh?
Oh,
What the
man.
scrum?
They wouldn't swear, and they'd be like, screw you! You're so bad.
But yeah, Call of Duty, like,
They,
you know what's the thing? Like, I liked Black Ops 2 on Wii U.
I
Maybe it was just
really-
because I got it for $10.
You know what? I think the reason we
And-
liked Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the Wii U was because it was a legitimate third-party first-person shooter on a Nintendo console, and like that's my reason. at
GoldenEye
least.
was.
Well, I don't know. I didn't like GoldenEye because it wasn't Call of Duty, so it was trying to be Call of Duty, but just did it badly.
It's funny you say that because you don't like Call of Duty.
Well, I don't know. I like Black Ops 2, and I like Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4. Like those were my Call of Duties. Can't really get behind this new nonsense.
I'm just saying, GoldenEye was pretty good.
yeah, it was.
Legends wasn't, which is a shame.
You know what
Never
what
again till
GoldenEye
that
didn't
time.
have? Kill streaks, and there was nothing to like work towards. Like
You know, that's true. They didn't have, that would have actually made it a little better. But then it really would have felt like it, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true too.
But then again, I mean, like, Odin and I were
Well, it would be cool if
We
like
were,
after
like,
5 kills, you
commando
get like the
bros.
gold
You know what I'm saying?
And Bubba too.
Golden
Oh
Bubba.
yeah. What was it?
Bubba!
What was our team? It was you, me, Bubba, and wasn't there like another person that was a usual player?
We had a bunch.
Yeah.
I think it was mostly just us three, and then depending on whoever was there at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
let's
sometimes
move, let's
play
move past Call of Duty here. I
Gumby
think. I don't think anyone
Domes.
else got anything else, right?
Gumby
Nope.
Domes. No, and yeah, no, I don't got anything to say about Call of Duty. Go get it if you like shooters. If you don't go get it. So anyway,
If you
What's
li-
next on the agenda here, Health?
Okay, so next up is Yokai Watch, and I remember back when this was revealed, both Blue and I were excited for it, and then fast forward to yesterday, I couldn't remember why I was excited for it, but I got a text from Blue. It's like, dude, like video, like release videos and stuff like that about Yokai Watch. So I decided to go watch a review of it, and so Yokai Watch is essentially the new Pokemon, or at least a competitor to Pokemon, right? And the whole idea is that you can capture these yokai, which are these spirits, and they can join your team, and in battle you can rotate in, is it 6 or 8 different yokai, and you have like this wheel down on the touch screen, and you can actively turn it. And
Now-
the big downer for me was that the reviewer mentioned that he had never had so much fun with a battle system that he had so little input over.
You
So
don't really have input over the game?
apparently not.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah, and
So
even
it's
like
like
with
a-
the,
Looking at it right now,
is it like a
actually. So it's actually on
Tamagotchi?
the stream.
Is it like Tamagotchi with like?
no, like you can, but like you battle your monsters and level them up and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, so Monster
but even, like,
Rancher.
I guess so. I've never played Monster Rancher.
It's basically like
um,
you get a monster and then you breed it and then you make it fight other monsters and then in this case it's like with a team instead of just one monster.
Maybe that's a more accurate description then. But so far, everybody has compared this to Pokemon because Pokemon's success. But actually, since Yokai Watch came out in Japan, has been a smash success.
Yeah, it's based on an anime too, right?
Yes, it is.
So
Thank God for Wiki, right?
Yeah, I
and
can't say I know very much about Yokai Watch, so this is.
neither. I had never heard of it until it was announced. So.
Here's what I'm gonna guess. It's probably weird in Japanese because most of these types of games are.
Yes.
And I'm gonna bet that your main character is probably really cute. Also, Odin, are you not talking tonight, or are you muted? Because apparently you're not being heard on the stream.
Oh, that's awkward.
Says Tennis Bubba 13. Unless Tennis Bubba 13 is a liar. Also,
Why did no one say anything till just now?
Shoutouts to Tennis Bubba 13.
We're so far into this so far. Okay, I can fix that. You guys keep going.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The other thing that kind of weirded me out was that since this game is completely like it is like it is a game that's about collecting monsters like Pokemon, and I guess Monster Rancher as well.
But like Pokemon has gotten a much deeper meaning than just collecting monsters.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
more
but,
like
I mean, it's-
collecting monsters. Oh, okay. Apparently, Tennis Bubba's a liar.
No, he was right.
He was right?
It wasn't on the right setting.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's good now.
All right.
Okay.
But what I'm getting at, Chris, is that a lot of people are equating it to Pokemon because it's the quickest thing that you can. It's not like, okay, when was the last Monster Rancher game made? Like,
No, you know what? I don't.
like 10
I mean,
years
like,
ago
that
or
doesn't. It
whatever?
doesn't matter that it's relevant and can be compared. That just shouldn't matter. I don't.
That's fair. That's fair. But the point is that for a game that's about collecting monsters, apparently, okay. So what you have to do to collect a monster is not throw a Pokeball at it. Is you have to throw food at it, which are your healing items.
That I've seen that in other games. I know Dragon Quest / Warrior Monsters had like a. It depends on the one. The ones on the Game Boy Color had a food system.
Oh,
where
okay.
You gave them meat, but the DS ones had like this weird like scouting system. It was different, but yeah, I've definitely seen the food thing before.
Okay. But what was it? So like the reviewer was saying that he in one battle he's fighting these 3 versions of this one monster, and he just kept on throwing food at the one in the middle, and the one in the middle didn't even join him. The one it completely ignored wanted to join after the battle. So yeah, apparently after the battle, the monster actually asks you if he can join your party.
Yeah, that's exactly like Dragon Warrior, actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, I'm just saying. It's what it is.
okay. And then
Tennis
that's
Bubba
the whole
asks,
spiel.
"Where's Blue?" Well, we already said this.
If you were here earlier,
God, Bubba, you're so.
we could
you're
have
so
answered that in the chat.
Yeah, true.
It's
enough.
not gonna be really relevant. now.
Question at the end.
But in case anyone missed the first part of the podcast, I guess that you were listening to, Blue and TM aren't here because Blue could have been here, but he had to leave at 11. But Shots couldn't be here till 10, so I guess we did it with Shots instead of Blue. Could have done it the other way around, but it's what happened. So,
No,
and
but-
then TM's just been busy. So
but we needed on-the-job training.
yeah, that's basically we wanted the new guys to have their time in the
Need
sun.
to get my bearings. I need to get my bearings.
Your birds.
Which is a shame because I think this next thing that we're going to talk about would have definitely been a Blue subject.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to talk about it. I can definitely.
To be honest,
heading
these
it up anyway,
all would
so-
have been Blue topics. Every topic is a Blue topic.
I think this one he's most hyped about. I am hyped for it because it's a Blizzard thing, and Blizzard just makes good games. Like
Yeah, I mean,
That's a good point.
It's not a thing that they do that's just not good.
You're-
Okay,
you're
Like,
right.
Everything they make.
You're right.
Everything they touch is gold. Like they make fantastic games, and so on Monday. Oh yeah, Yokai Watch by the way comes out. This podcast will be up either Saturday or Sunday. So Yokai Watch will actually be out already. It comes out Friday, November 6th.
Everything that we'll be
But-
talking about now will be future releases.
Yes, it'll be coming out this week, in accordance with the actual podcast here. So Monday, November 9th, we got a big expansion coming out for StarCraft 2: Legacy of the Void. If you guys don't know, StarCraft 2 is a real-time strategy game. It's a huge flagship. What's the word?
Flagship title.
Well, yeah, I guess flagship title. I guess is that what I was looking for?
That's my best
IP.
guess.
Is IP
Okay.
the right thing?
That would
IP
also
yeah,
work.
Blizzard?
IP
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
the right thing. Yeah. No.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Either way,
IP.
either way.
Yeah, it's like one of their like I would say honestly all of their things are big, but I think StarCraft, well next to World of Warcraft, is definitely their biggest thing.
Yeah, I would agree.
And it's such an addicting game. StarCraft 2 came out years ago now, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, which is kind of ridiculous to think. But they had Heart of the Swarm, which basically, so you guys know, there's 3 different races you can play as in the game. There's the Terran, which are the human-like guys. There's the Zerg, which are the insect dudes. And then there's the Protoss, which are like alien, like more like robotic ones. This is their expansion. So every edition of this has followed the main story. Has followed one of the races. So the first one he plays the Terran, Heart of the Swarm he plays as Zerg. So this one you're gonna get to play as the Protoss as far as the main story goes. But the real big thing, the real big thing that comes with every expansion is obviously new units for multiplayer and new maps, and and multiplayer is the huge driving force behind StarCraft, and like there's like professional StarCraft players, and it's it's basically like the national sport of South Korea.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it a national sport in Korea somewhere? And
I actually know. I don't know him personally, but I used to work with if you guys know who Huck is, he used to be Liquid Huck, but now he's like EG Huck. If you know who he is, I actually knew his brother, who was from he's probably the biggest StarCraft player that's not from South Korea.
So he's from
biggest
Canada.
North American player. He's technically from the States, but they moved to Canada.
Okay.
So, but they grew up here, right? So yeah, so I knew him. So that I didn't personally know him, but I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay. So wait. With Legacy of the Void, does that mark the end of StarCraft 2?
Now that's the thing, right? Like now that you have the final expansion, I'm assuming what'll be the final expansion for StarCraft 2. I don't know if from here on out they're gonna go to StarCraft 3. Or if, who knows, they might make another expansion,
well, like,
right?
think about how long the first StarCraft was played for. I could see Blizzard sitting on StarCraft 2 for a few more years. Like, at least 3. At the very least, I think. I could definitely see them sitting on it. I don't think they'd go right into making... But I don't know Blizzard, so... Blue is probably the better person for the subject, but...
Yeah.
If they
each one
right
of these
into
games takes a
StarCraft
really
3,
long time to make, right?
I'll be surprised. It's not necessarily that, man. They can just update the graphics, throw a new skin on it, send it out there. Here's a new story, StarCraft 3. It's essentially the same game, but the thing that Blizzard, I feel like Blizzard over anybody else, really prides themselves on their gameplay. I mean, it's mostly MOBAs and MMOs that they release, right? So.
You know what else they kind of pride themselves on is last-ability with their games.
That too,
Yeah.
right?
Like really, like StarCraft 2, when it comes out, I mean the expansion, it's gonna be out for a while. Like Heart of the Swarm was out for a while. This is gonna be out for a while, just as much as Diablo 3. Just as much as Diablo 2. It was 10 years, I think, before we got.
Well,
StarCraft Diablo 3
was released in 1999, and then they released it in 2011. That just goes to show you how much.
Actually, side note, and this is actually I'm gonna insert homework for all of our listeners right now. Go onto YouTube and search for All Your History Are Belong to Us. And they did I think it's a 5-part series on Blizzard from its beginning all the way up till I think the reveal of StarCraft 2 or whatever. But essentially, it's a fantastic complete history of the company, and they go over what was it? It's like they go over Diablo, like the whole like Diablo franchise as well. So like as soon as like Diablo 2 was put out there, they started work on Diablo 3. Like there was no waiting. They started work. But then after a while Diablo 3 and the team ended up like dissolving and ended up getting shelved. And then years later, then they actually come back. So odds are
I don't think there's no way they could have immediately worked on it. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because there was an expansion pack for Diablo 2.
Yeah. But wait. Wasn't the expansion... Anyway, just watch the video. But
Okay.
I think it was either for Diablo 1 or one of the expansion packs for Diablo 2. They had an outside company making the expansion pack.
I don't know if that's the case, because honestly I don't know. But
I
like,
can't
Lord
remember.
of Destruction, which is the expansion pack for Diablo 2, was like the bomb. Like Diablo 2 was a great game,
Mm-hmm.
but the expansion, even though it technically only added one act or like one set of, world or whatever,
Yes.
just everything else it added to it is just like it made the game like 80 times more better. Like it was so much better.
Yeah.
Like just ridiculous how
Mhm.
good it was. So
Point being,
But I mean, the point that I'm trying to make is that even though StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void is going to be played for years, they're probably going to... Blizzard is probably going to start work on either StarCraft 3 or the next expansion as soon as possible, because it literally just takes that long to develop.
right. The thing is, there was such a big gap between. You could say there's such a big gap between StarCraft and StarCraft 2, but you gotta remember they also had another RTS that they've kind of stepped away from, which was Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, just Warcraft.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So they had Warcraft 1 and 2 and 3, and 2 and 3 both had expansion packs.
don't they have main
So-
overseers though? Those particular series, like,
What do you mean?
well, like you know how like Kojima is like the overseer of most Metal Gear projects.
I mean, maybe. Obviously, there's different teams within Blizzard. Like, I know Blizzard North, I think they were called, was the ones that made Diablo 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's definitely different teams within Blizzard. But what I'm getting at is that there was, even though StarCraft was not, they didn't really see anything, there was still a RTS game from Blizzard that was being made to fill that gap. But I don't know if we're honestly going to ever see a Warcraft 4, just because I don't think they want to differentiate it from World of Warcraft,
No,
just not to confuse people.
I really think that the Warcraft, what is it? The whole like Warcraft series has. I feel like whatever like void that was that they were trying to fill. StarCraft is that. I mean, fills that perfectly. So I mean, I don't think they'll ever make another Warcraft, because why would they want to compete with themselves?
Right, they could just make another StarCraft, right? Like that's their RTS series.
Yeah.
And they had a great spin-off of World of Warcraft anyway. They got Hearthstone, right? And that's
Yeah.
They got
And I think that's I haven't played it in a really long time, but I think that's
Oh, shoot.
still doing gangbusters.
yeah, Hearthstone's ridiculous. Like people are like it's still always like the number one game, or not number one game, but like top, like it's just say top 5 games on Twitch. Like, people are always.
Isn't StarCraft in general the series though like not as popular say as like your World of Warcraft, but like your second biggest series from Blizzard?
I don't know. Now with Hearthstone, like I think Hearthstone, just because it's free, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
That's a good point.
more appealing. Like you still gotta buy StarCraft. StarCraft is, well, you gotta buy, I guess, the expansions for World of Warcraft. But other than that, like StarCraft's the only other game. No, Diablo 3 as well. But like a lot of their games are going that free to play route. Like I think that Overwatch game is gonna be free to play.
I believe you're right. Yes.
And Hearthstone is, of course, right?
Yeah,
All games
but you
should
have
be
to
free
like.
play.
Well,
LOL.
Sorry?
I said all games should be free to play. LOL.
Oh, yes, no one. We should just give no one money, and then the video game
Well,
industry just collapses.
no. Here's the thing. free-to-play games are very lucrative. Because, I mean, let's take Hearthstone as an example. I could gain enough points from playing against people to buy another pack of cards, right? Or I could shell out the cash to buy the packs.
Like just have them unlocked or whatever from the start, for instance.
Yeah, no. You can literally. There's a shop button. You can go to the shop and you can spend real world dollars.
Oh yeah, or gold. Yeah.
Yeah, for the card packs and the card.
You can also do that for the arena as well.
Yeah.
I feel like we should really move past this. We spent a lot of time actually talking about Blizzard
10
as
minutes.
opposed to this new expansion that's coming out. I don't mind. I think it honestly made for good discussion.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were actually doing good discussion, which isn't bad.
10
but
minutes
we
on
didn't really talk
StarCraft.
about Legacy of the Void at all.
We talked about how Blizzard is not working on StarCraft
Blizzard's-
3 or could be
Blizzard's
working
awesome.
on StarCraft 3. Mostly,
Yo, guys, Legacy of the Void comes out Monday, so go get it, I guess. All right, let's move on.
so on the 10th of Tuesday, there's 2 games that come out, but we're going to start with Fallout 4. Which, I mean, what can't be said about Fallout 4? One thing I actually have to give Bethesda a whole lot of credit for is keeping this on the wraps for as long as they did. Because, like, you get... This is why, alright? This is a whole... Everything is going to come back into one circle, so I'm going to get off tangent a little bit here, but just follow me for a second. Because a game like Metal Gear Solid 5 gets announced in 2012, 2011, and you get Ground Zeroes, and you see all these beautiful cutscenes, and you see the Fox engine, you see everything. But by the time the game actually finally comes out, what part of the game haven't you really seen? Like,
it
you've
lost
seen-
its mystique.
Exactly. Metal Gear Solid 5 is exactly what I expected it to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I have to give Bethesda a whole lot of credit for one of their leading series, one of their best series, to keep it on wraps until E3, and then be able to still show off like little bits and still leave it like people wanting more. It's amazing how Bethesda was able to do that, and because of that, I think we were having this conversation in the group in the chat as well. There were like 3 games that like are candidates for Game of the Year: Metal Gear Solid 5, The Witcher 3. And then this game hasn't even come out, and we already know that it's a potential Game of the Year.
You really
candidate.
think it's a contender, even though it's not even out?
I honestly, it has to be, man. Are you kidding me? Like, what? It's such.
I
you
mean,
know,
like-
you know how glitchy these games are?
Yeah, I know.
Bethesda games? Although, I think Skyrim, when it came out, got Game of the Year nods anyway.
Exactly,
so-
exactly. And that's, you know what? I'm thinking, like, if Bethesda can polish this game, I think it can be probably one of the best games they've ever released, because Fallout, the world of Fallout is amazing. I really like it, and if they can just polish it a little bit, I think it's more than Game of the Year candidate for sure, 100%. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Like, for me, I have actually never played any of the Fallout series.
Which-
But then again,
Sorry,
that's
go ahead.
that's probably not surprising because like I've only ever owned Nintendo consoles up until recently.
What I was gonna say just before you go is that Fallout 1 and 2 were like old PC games, whereas
Weren't
Fallout
they like
3
DOS?
is kind of where it,
DOS games or something?
yeah.
Oh, that's
whereas
a good
Fallout
point,
3
yeah.
is where it came into like the Elder Scrolls style of gameplay. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Well, I guess you
So-
could really argue. Hold on, I guess you could argue that like Bethesda didn't really pick up steam till Morrowind, but
Yeah.
when they really
All
like
right,
when they
let's
really
let Hal say what you
Go
say.
ahead.
But like even though I have never played any of the Fallout series, I can tell you that I'm almost willing to put money on it that Fallout 4 will be Game of the Year.
I like Blue is really hyped on The Witcher 3. I don't see it. I don't know how people can argue it's a better game than Metal
No.
Gear Solid 5 even.
You know what? I know what game is not going to be Game of the Year.
What?
Blops 3 because Kevin Spacey's not in it.
Yeah, that's probably right. That's exactly why. It's
Kevin Spacey not being in it is the biggest downer of Call of Duty. 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10. Yes.
So, no, but I don't know. And you know what? Like, I think another thing that they really did with Fallout 4 that changes the whole entire game mechanic is actually allows your character to interact with the world. So, like, you actually have a talking character that is yourself, but also has a voice and has, like, a say and like, doesn't feel like just an empty... Like, one of the things that I disliked about, like, Oblivion... the Elder Scrolls series and the Fallout series, everybody's like lifeless stares. Just they all look like just stupefied, and they just talk, and there's no interaction between the characters. It's just you press a text box, and then Buddy says something sarcastic, and there's very, very little charm to the game.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just I think adding the voice actor is actually going to make it a whole. I think it's going to make it better. I hope it makes it better. I think the way that Fallout the creators write, I think the way that they actually like write stories, I could see it going really, really well.
There was voice acting in Fallout 3.
No,
and
but
New
like
Vegas.
not from your perspective. Like the Vault 101 character never had a like speaking line.
Oh, the main character actually has
Yeah.
voice? Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I meant.
It's gonna be like, dude, Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson is fucking. Oh my god, that's so hilarious.
He's
I
your
forgot.
dad in
I
Fallout
forgot.
3.
He's your dad. Why doesn't he threaten people? You're gonna give me back my son. You're gonna give me back my son. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna kill you.
Wait,
I don't know what else
You're
can really be
serious
said
about that, though.
I don't know what else can be said about Fallout 4. Like, VATS system is always cool. Obviously, they'll bring that back. I don't see why they wouldn't. Obviously, like, it's a first-person sandbox RPG. I don't know.
Everyone loves those. So.
Right? So, like...
It's basically Skyrim in the future, what it's basically going to be, and it's on next gen, which means I can't get it. Like, maybe my PC can run it, but it probably won't be able to.
Your PC could probably run it,
So-
dude. I don't see why not. If not,
It can run 14, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, if not, it should be able to run it on at least average. I couldn't see why not, man. Your PC's still fairly relevant. So,
It needs upgrades,
it does need some upgrades, you're right.
for sure.
Yeah, so
Were
that's
you saying health? I think you were saying something.
I was gonna say, you should totally buy like Dark Souls 2, and if it could run Dark Souls 2, it should be able to run Fallout 4.
Yeah, so
Could do that. But
if
Then you could play with me.
unless you guys have other things to add about Fallout 4, I don't know, Odin, what
No,
are your
I
thoughts?
got nothing.
I honestly don't really have anything to really talk about it. I feel really lame about this podcast because we're kind of just going over stuff and being like, hey, it's coming out. Check it out. Comes out November 10th, Tuesday. I mean, it looks hype. Did anyone ever play that Fallout Shelter game that they announced at the same time?
Oh,
the
the
mobile game.
no, I never played it. Blue probably.
It was actually supposed to be
into it.
pretty. It was actually supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, but I never did.
10
play
out of
it.
10. Liam Neeson's your dad.
What's really cool though, is that they're releasing a Pip-Boy edition of this game, and you can actually put like your phone into the Pip-Boy, and then you can download an app.
Oh yeah, I
so
saw
you can
that.
actually have a Pip-Boy as you play the game.
Yeah, I
which is
remember seeing
which
that.
is actually really cool. Like it's definitely unnecessary.
Oh,
but it
yeah.
is-
Unnecessary,
it's
but really cool.
Yeah,
Unnecessarily
it's really
cool.
that can be done.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's pretty neat.
See, that's some Fallout 4 mishaps that I had no idea. I don't know about this nonsense Pip-Boy stuff. This riff-raff.
All right, let's move on to the other game that I didn't even realize was coming out, but hell, if you can start talking about it.
Oh yeah. Rise of the Tomb Raider. So
You realize why you didn't know it was coming out? It's because it has no hype, no following. Nobody cares about Tomb Raider. It's a dead series.
All right, well let's let Help talk about it.
well, I mean, like, what is it? Shit. What's the company that makes Tomb Raider now?
Square Enix.
Yeah. There we go.
I think they're just the publisher. I think it's someone else.
Well,
that makes
okay,
it.
so
I think it's Eidos
the
or
developer is somebody else, but publisher is definitely Square Enix, I'm pretty sure.
something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Doesn't matter. I'm going to use Square. All right. I'll insert company
Okay,
name
just
here.
say Square.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Square
right,
Enix,
moving
just
on.
go for it.
So I know that Square. I mean, like Square's really trying to just like bring back the whole like spirit of of Tomb Raider with with like the latest Tomb Raider games. But unfortunately, as Chris pointed out earlier, was that essentially it's Nathan Drake, right? It's
Xbox's attempt at Uncharted.
yes,
It's definitely. Well,
thank
that's
you.
the thing. The thing though is that the first Tomb Raider was on PS3. I think this one might be strictly Xbox.
It is strictly
I could be
it
wrong
is
on
strictly
that,
Xbox. But that's why
but I guess it's basically like we're competing with.
yeah,
Uncharted.
that's pretty much I was going to say that's pretty much like have you seen the commercials lately where we have the greatest lineup of games in forever of all time cuz we're Xbox. Where they show like silhouettes
I
of
thought
like
their
Marcus Phoenix and Spartan Locke and Master Chief and Lara Croft in the background. They're like, look at these games, they're so amazing. You love them.
I think Xbox does actually have some decent titles coming.
Honestly,
out.
that's
You know
why
what?
I'm getting an
This
Xbox
will probably
One.
be a good game.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah,
This is-
For
I'm
sure,
not
it
gonna
will
say
be.
it's
It'll be if it won't be like an amazing game, it'll at least be like a 70. And like that's a good game to me. I'd play it. Like if I was a
but,
diehard
like,
Tomb Raider fan, it's worth playing.
yeah. And I mean, like earlier I watched a extended gameplay trailer of it, and damn, those graphics, man, they look good.
Yeah, check out that Fox engine. That Fox engine, them graphics for sure.
Well, yeah, but
Fox engine is
You're still going on about Metal Gear?
Man, the
we're not.
Fox-
We're done. Metal Gear's out.
Man, the Fox engine is the best thing out though. Like it's the best engine. Tell me an engine that's better than the Fox engine. There's not.
No. Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, and you're disappointed with it.
No.
We're going.
I'm
we're
not
moving on
totally
past
disappointed with
What-
it.
what's
that.
the-
No, we're done. We're moving past that.
I
Let's
like
talk about it at a different time.
We'll talk about it at a different time.
so anyway,
Hater.
Tomb Raider will probably be nice. It will probably be good. That's it.
Yeah, and they really did reboot the series to try to make it more like modern gaming, but you know what, they had to, because
Yeah.
if you look at old Tomb Raider games where they're all puzzle based and that, like, I don't know, gamers just don't want that kind of stuff.
They don't want the
anymore.
cryptic like, oh look at me, I gotta like spend like 3 hours doing nothing, getting
Yeah.
You gotta
nowhere.
examine this object and it has a clue on it, and I didn't realize it had a clue on it.
Yeah. No, watch.
Yeah,
It's
so-
like the gamer of today. As soon as they get to the beginning of the puzzle, instant whip out the phone, go to GameFAQs.
Yeah. People don't want to figure stuff out by themselves anymore, so.
So by the way, the developer for the Tomb Raider, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, they're known as Crystal Dynamics. I'm trying to see if they came up with anything relevant. Gex.
Crystal Dynamics.
Gex. If anybody
Yeah.
cares about Gex.
That's how I know them.
Really? Okay, what have they done recently?
I'm looking.
that's relevant?
I'm looking.
Gex.
Gex.
Dude, I like
all the
Gex.
All the Gex, dude. Doesn't look like anything. Bad Omen 2. Tomb Raider Legend. I think that was the one that was released. Tomb Raider Anniversary. Tomb Raider Underworld. Basically all the Tomb Raider games.
So they've been doing the modern. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, and they did the reboot obviously as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've been working on Tomb Raider. I guess they're also the ones who rebooted it as well. I guess once Square decided to buy Tomb Raider, because wasn't it who owned it before, THQ or something? Somebody?
Wasn't it Eidos? Isn't that?
IDOS.
Something like that
Made.
might make sense.
It was them,
Yeah,
right?
for sure
Yeah,
it was.
IDOS made.
Interactive.
Yeah.
I
So
thought.
then, I guess once Square bought it out, they're like, no, you guys got to get your shit together. Like, make good games.
Yeah, it was definitely them.
Also, another game that I didn't know was produced by Square, Hitman.
Yep.
Did not know. I had.
Yeah, but that's the same company, Eidos.
Yep.
Yep.
So I guess they must have purchased them, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they got all those series, which I mean, obviously good purchase for them.
Oh, for sure,
yeah.
for sure. They diversified their
Yeah.
Yeah, they stepped away from just doing it being RPGs, right, and being a real publisher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
good on
Yeah.
them. Anyways, yeah.
I mean,
So that's Rise of the Tomb Raider, basically Uncharted 4, the Nathan Drake competitor.
the
Yeah.
Uncharted competitor.
So
Let's be honest. If you would rather play as a woman, you play Tomb Raider. If you want to play as a man, you play Uncharted.
That can't be right. That's dumb.
chicks.
If you have an Xbox, get Tomb Raider. If you have a PS4, get Uncharted. I guess at that point, really.
I mean, Uncharted
Yeah.
will probably still be the greater of the two, but you know what? For what Tomb Raider's worth, for what you're gonna get, I bet it's not that bad of a game. I bet it's pretty good.
I would say if you own both consoles, I feel like you got the disposable income to get both games. What are you kidding here?
That
And
is
Uncharted 4 is not going to be out until next year anyway, so I guess if you do have both, this will be a good
this will tide you
time
over.
until
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, exactly. And if you are a big fan of the Uncharted series and happen to have an Xbox One, why not grab this? I mean, it might be lesser in quality, but it's probably still pretty good.
You can't say that.
It might. I said
at
it
least
might be
yeah.
lesser in quality.
yeah, who knows?
It'll surpass
obviously,
Uncharted.
I'm not. I can't diss on Uncharted because like I'm sure it'll be amazing, but it could suck, you know? Like, and this could be amazing. Like, it's a possibility.
PlayStation 4 turns into the Microsoft of yesteryear.
Stranger things have happened, right?
That's true.
Stranger things have happened.
That's true.
Anyway, let's move past Tomb Raider here and go on to the last.
Okay, hold
game
on.
of
Before
game
we get into
discussion.
this, this is the most
Alright.
hype I've been all night.
What, the game we're about to talk about? Are you kidding, right?
No, man, super real, super serial, man.
Yeah,
This
totally.
I had to
man.
interrupt you for it. You have to understand. It was worth it. It was worth the
Alright,
interruption.
so on Friday, here's the thing. There's gonna be people listening. that
Try
are
not to
interested in this,
hyperventilate
so
from all the
I don't
hype.
want to. I don't want to take this away from you. I've never really been into this series.
Pixel.
Alright.
Pixel says
Yeah,
LOL.
Pixel, hey, remember we're not gonna. Oh, I guess you said Pixel, but so on Friday, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival comes out, and the problem I have with this game is that
But you're
pretty
also
much
as hyped
requires
for it
you
as
to
I am.
have Amiibo. I'm pretty sure you can't play it without it. And the
Ooh,
thing that's lame
ooh.
about this is it's not a free download. Or at least some sort of I think it's a full price game. I'm sure it comes with an amiibo. I'm sure it probably comes packaged with
An amiibo card or something.
like a Tom Nook amiibo.
Aren't
or
there
something
amiibo
like
cards
or
that go with
Isabelle.
it?
But now wait a
The
minute.
amiibo cards are for Happy Home Designer.
What the
I
hell's-
don't know if they're compatible.
Oh, this is the
That's what I was-
Mario Party game. Okay.
Yes, this is very similar to. Well, at least it looks like Mario Party. I'm sure it's not actually similar to Mario Party.
Well, no, but it's Mario Party Animal
yes,
Crossing.
it definitely looks like Mario Party for sure.
Man, I'm so hyped for this game.
So-
Like, I already knew that, and I'm trolling. I'm just asking questions for no reasons.
No, that was actually something I was going to bring up though, is that since Animal Crossing has those amiibo cards, this would could be a perfect time to actually use the amiibo cards.
No, the amiibo
Nope.
cards are used. They're for a Happy Home Designer.
Yeah, but you
Yes,
now have another game to buy them for.
Man, but money,
It's possible.
But,
I'm not.
guys, money.
Yeah. The only reason I don't think it is because there are actual amiibo figurines for this game.
Guys.
And you can get a pack of amiibo cards. Say there's 10 in a pack. I think that's what's in a pack. It's probably the same price as a full price amiibo anyway. So
Guys,
Blue got into collecting the amiibo cards.
money.
did he? I thought he said he wasn't going to. Yes, get money.
Yeah, just
No, well, I mean, what was it? We did a Skype video call, and he showed me some of
you
the
know
cards
what?
that he
Blue's
got.
into it because his girlfriend's into it. So
It's probably his girlfriend. It's probably
yeah,
not
it's
his.
it's not Blue. It's his girlfriend. Stop.
Well, I'm
stop
sorry
shit
that
talking Blue. He doesn't like Animal Crossing much.
Yeah, I've never been big into Animal Crossing. I have played I have played the GameCube one, and I really liked the GameCube one. Honestly, it was the first one in North America I'd ever seen, and it was a cool experience. Like I thought it was really neat. Like I thought it was like, kind of like The Sims, but it was different than The Sims, and I really liked The Sims. I came from that era of like The Sims was like revolutionary. It was really cool. So I didn't mind it, but like all the like they just seem the same every time, and like I have I actually bought City Folk, which is the Wii one, just for the sole purpose of getting the Wii Speak adapter, so you could talk online on games with it, and I never ended up using it once. And obviously the service is now discontinued.
You know,
So.
you're the only other person that
money and time, money and time.
Well, I got it for really cheap, so.
Well, like, honestly, you're the only other person that I know of who actually got it, other than me. I didn't, well...
What, the Wii Speak?
You guys
Yeah,
should have been
we
doing
speak.
Let's Play recordings, guys. The frick.
I know.
Yeah, we could have.
Guys.
Damn
guys,
you,
guys
Odin.
could have had the only, like, video evidence of Sims Online Wii.
No, not
Oh,
Sims.
what?
Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing
well,
Online
well,
we
here's the
do.
thing. I didn't buy it for Animal Crossing. Like, I bought it separately so I could talk to people while playing Monster Hunter.
Monster
Did that game support
Hunter.
Wii Speak?
I believe...
Oh, it did too.
Yes,
I
it
think
did. Yeah, they
Man,
did.
why does speak like considering that? Why does a Monster Hunter 4 not have voice compatibility?
Even though the 3DS has a built-in
Right.
mic. Don't know. I honestly don't. I can't tell you that, and it's really dumb.
Oh well.
I don't know why Nintendo games in general don't have like. If you take Mario Kart,
It's because they
8,
don't want people calling each
it-
other Why?
Yeah, names and stuff. But what I'm, yeah, or various derogatory terms. But Mario Kart 8, you can if you're in a friend lobby, you can talk in the lobby. I don't understand why you can't just talk.
I
in the
know
game
that
if you can
in
talk
For
the
Glory
lobby,
for
so-
Smash, you can shit talk when you win, but it's only for like a half of a second. So you can be like,
Can you?
Yeah, I've heard people on the other end of the mic. I swear to God, I have.
Only in For
Only,
Glory.
I don't know about if it's for like.
That can't. There's no way.
It's-
There's no way.
I swear to you, I've heard people
Maybe you're just
talk.
crazy.
Maybe, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I heard like people say
No,
stuff on
no.
the other end.
Here's the thing. Chris has just revealed that the voices inside his head just shit talk him all the time.
Inside my head, I'm just like, "Fuck you, shots. You sorry, I don't mean to."
Hey,
yeah,
yeah.
but you're so bad at this. You're poo poo.
Shots!
But-
Milk was such a bad choice.
But anyway,
Maybe it's on a weird.
Bubba is
setting. Yeah.
confirming that there's no way it happens on
Maybe it's
For
another
Glory.
setting then, because I swear to God, I've heard people on the other end of the microphone, like through my gamepad, people say like stuff to me.
Bubba is saying that the microphone only works with friends,
Okay.
which makes sense because there's no way a first-party Nintendo game has voice chat, for random people because they're not into that. Like you even if you look at Miiverse, right? Like if you post the wrong thing on there, they'll get rid of it. So.
They won't
that's
just
the
get
thi-
rid of
that's
it.
like
They'll
the
get rid of
thing.
your whole account.
But that's the thing I don't understand. Does Nintendo, well, I know like internet is kind of new to Nintendo, not really, but
It's because Nintendo knows that they have a bunch of like. There's this one kid that I have on my Skype list. I'm not gonna mention any names. But there's this
Insert
one kid.
name here.
Insert name here. Joe Blow. But he gets really passionate about like Nintendo stuff. So he'll go on like Nintendo like on the Miiverse and be like, "Screw you," except be a lot more derogatory than me. Be like, "Screw you, Sakurai. You're a piece of poop. Derp, derp, derp. Sakurai, why'd you do this? Your best game was Melee. Why you?" Like, there are people who get really passionate. Like, really passionate about this type of stuff.
Anyway, let's talk about Animal Crossing for a bit here because we're supposed to.
Right.
So it does come out Friday. It is very Mario Party-esque. You need amiibos to play it. I don't know why you have to buy the game.
Can you use just the same amiibo
It's-
4 times?
I,
Everybody gets to
I
play as
mean-
Isabelle.
I'm sure you can just play against computers and it doesn't matter because Mario Party 10 was like that. And don't get me, I don't want to get started on that. Really bad decision of my life. Buying that.
Dude, what are you talking about? Best decision of your life?
Anyway,
Actually, hold on. Like, on that topic,
come on, dude.
I'm just saying,
come
Mario
on.
Party 3DS is actually pretty good.
Really? I know a lot of people don't. Like
I
it, so.
am an advocate of it if you're playing locally
But-
with friends, not single player.
Anyway, Animal Crossing. There's not much. It's not a full Animal Crossing game. So if you're expecting to get some sort of Animal Crossing experience out of this, you're not going to. This is a game I would say for the fans of Animal Crossing. If you want to experience something different, that's not just the core game of Animal Crossing, then you'll get that here. I honestly don't think if you don't like Animal Crossing, then this isn't for you. Like, I mean, that seems obvious, but I'm more so saying, like, if you're not into Animal Crossing, like, you're not going to get this before you get, say, Animal Crossing New Leaf, right? Which was, like, the latest, I think, core installment of the series. I don't even think Happy Home Designers
But you might get
is-
it before Blops
it's
3.
different, so... Yeah,
Oh.
maybe.
Animal Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival has a higher chance of being Game of the Year than Blops 3.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
No, because
I think
Animal
Blops
Crossing
3 does have the higher chance of becoming Game of the Year. But I think there's a higher interest for this Amiibo Amiibo Festival.
No,
Well, the
dude,
thing about
dude,
it,
Animal
Amiibo-
Crossing has a higher chance of Kevin Spacey being in there.
Guys, I'm just saying, the Amiibos are, like, insanely popular, right? So, like, this... I'm surprised they hadn't done, like, a full-on Amiibo game like this yet. Like, you know what's funny? Like, I'm gonna just mention this real fast. I saw on Twitter, was it yesterday? Or today? Or something like that, and it was like, Star Fox Zero, the website confirms there will be both online features and Amiibo support. It's like, okay, whatever. It'll have Amiibos in it. So what? You'll touch Fox McCloud to your gamepad, and your Arwing will change color or something. Like, you know what I mean?
I really dislike the fact that you can only get some features with the Amiibo.
Through Amiibo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty.
Like,
annoying. I agree to that.
That is dumb.
Especially
So
because,
everybody's
like-
got to be the completionist and buy every single Amiibo in order to get 100% on a game.
Oh,
I think it's definitely cool that they work with multiple games, but I think you should be able to purchase like the stuff,
Or just
you know what I mean?
unlock
Like,
it?
There should be an unlock
well,
in
not
the game.
necessarily. No, there's no way they won't do that because then people wouldn't buy it.
That's true.
What I'm just getting at. Okay, let's just take the Mario Amiibo for instance. Okay, so the Mario Amiibo, what does it do? You can use it in Smash. You can use it in Mario Party 10, right? As like full-on things. But in say Mario Kart Wii or not Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 8, it unlocks a costume, and in I don't know, in another game, it just say it unlocks something in another game, right? I don't know if it honestly does, but let's just say it does. I think that the ability to unlock those multiple things is cool because you've made a purchase. Like the Amiibo is like $13 in Canada, I think now. I think they're like $11 in the States. But you've made the purchase of this figurine, so you know what? You get all of the DLC that relates to this Mario figurine for free from here on out because you've made that huge investment. But you should also be able to get the Mario Kart 8 Mario costume if you pay like $1 or $2, right? And you should be able to get whatever the other unlockable is for $1 or $2, but you have to pay for those separately. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what?
Like, you get that initial investment for making such a huge investment into it.
Yeah. No, and I completely agree. I completely agree with you, Odin. But for me, I would be okay with the whole like everything just attaches to an Amiibo thing, except for one fact in that, like, Nintendo just doesn't. They don't have the supply to make up for the demand.
They do now. I would say at the beginning they didn't, but that's definitely changed. You don't really see the Amiibo shortages that you definitely saw at the beginning.
Pixel Plume would like.
Also,
Yeah,
Pixel's-
you got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pixel is saying that it's actually $16 for Amiibo. Is that after taxes?
That's probably after
'Cause
taxes.
that'd be Ontario.
That's
but,
probably after taxes.
If
Yeah.
that's before tax, it's pretty.
And then
rough.
here
I
in
wouldn't
the-
be surprised though.
But then here in the United States, it depends on what state you're in, because some states don't have sales tax, while others do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to talk about base price because obviously taxes can vary depending on where you are. But oh yeah, by the way, as far as Star Fox Zero having online features, yeah, Pixel saying before tax for $16, which is rough.
Brutal.
But as far as Star Fox Zero having online features, every game has that on the back, and it's for the Miiverse. So Star Fox Zero may not necessarily have online.
Oh man, if
multiplayer.
it doesn't though,
It
it'd be
better.
such a waste. It'd be such a
Well,
waste.
no, 'cause just even though it did get pushed back, which is true, but they talked about it and they weren't ever planning on putting multiplayer in the game, from what I recall.
They weren't ever planning on putting multiplayer in GoldenEye, Odin.
No.
I'm being
No, well
true.
that got rushed. That's
I know.
different. This game got pushed back, and hopefully it's for that, because I've been saying this since Star Fox 3D came out on the 3DS. I was like, why did you remake this game and not put the multiplayer online?
The multiplayer
Like,
is one of
why?
the best things about Star Fox 64.
That was such a missed opportunity with the brand new 3DS and having an online.
It's
feature
local.
Like that, it is local, but it's just stupid.
You can download play. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Also,
Anyway, we're wrapping it up here.
I just want to mention one game that I don't think we mentioned really last week at all. Triforce Heroes. And the reason I wanted to
Well, I guess that is recent.
And the reason I want to talk about that right now is because we just started talking about like download play. Triforce Heroes, the download play is actually the best. You can play through every stage. Every stage.
But you can't. I'm assuming you can't get upgrades. and
But
stuff.
you can have 2 armor upgrades. Why would you not download, like why even bother playing the game if you know somebody who has it?
Because you want to get more than 2 armor upgrades.
I mean, I guess, but like whatever.
Isn't there like a ton of armor
There's a ton.
upgrades
There's
in
a
that
ton
game?
of
There's
them.
a ton.
There's a ton of them,
There's
but like
a ton.
only some of them are like. There are some that are like OP. I'm gonna wear this every time. Like there's one that like depletes energy by half or whatever, and you're like, man, that's sick. I can shoot like 20 arrows now.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, I haven't gotten the chance to play Triforce Heroes with anybody yet. So
Point is,
Totally looking
3DS
forward to that.
download play is amazing.
3DS actually does have good download play. I was gonna say Mario Kart 7.
it did have that, didn't
The
it?
only restriction on Mario Kart 7's download play is if you got to play a Shy Guy and you can't choose your kart, but you can play every track. You can do the Grand Prix mode. You can do the battle mode.
That's
But I mean, how
definitely-
much? That's not really much of much of like a downside. Is like
I would honestly, that's really good.
Man,
Yeah.
like I said, 3DS, the download play and local play specifically, I think is where it like excels. The online aspect is a good thing to have on it, but honestly, where the 3DS does its work is local play and download play, because
Which I guess makes sense. It is a portable console,
Mhm.
right? So
mhm.
and like, man, being able to play a game full features multiplayer for free, like, come on. Like,
well, someone had to buy it, and I mean, you have to have a 3DS.
you have to,
so-
yeah, I suppose, but still, like, if you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't, like, my buddy Troll, for example, is like, I don't know if I want to get Triforce Heroes because, like, he's that way. He's not really into Zelda. I'm really into Zelda, so I bought it. He plays it. He's not gonna get it. It's a great game, he says, but he can do everything that he needs to with the download play. Like, so basically, he can now play this game with me for free because I have it, and he doesn't need to get it.
Okay, that's actually a really good point. So in that case, Nintendo's actually losing a sale.
I mean, they're losing a sale, but they could also be gaining more people to buy 3DSs.
But who would buy a 3DS just for one download play?
You're not gonna buy it just for the one download play. But if you're like, oh man, I can play so many multiplayer games with my friend now, and some of them I don't even have to buy myself. Like,
Anyway, let's move in. I would say let's move into our questions now, just because
Bubba's getting really antsy about it.
we could be. Well, I threw on the video, so
Okay.
throughout the stream, I've actually been whatever we're talking about. Starting at Call of Duty. Or no, it was starting at Yokai Watch.
You mean it was starting at Rat
I-
Gravity? Because that's what everybody wanted to watch.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's what it started at, but I mean, like, once we got to Yokai Watch, like, oh yeah, right, I should be throwing up relevant videos. So, I've been throwing up relevant videos to what we're talking about. So earlier, we got a question from Buddy Bro who was asking, what about Mario Tennis Ultra Smash? Not that I don't want to talk about it or anything, but the game actually doesn't come out for a bit. It's when is it coming out? It's not for a while anyway. I think it is this month.
It is definitely.
it's
I've heard about it. If it wasn't, I thought it already came out, but maybe I'm wrong.
I'm gonna. No,
If
I don't
it
think
hasn't
so.
come out, it's definitely this month.
Yeah.
And the only thing
So,
I've really got to say about it is that like I'm not that
It's Mario
excited for
Tennis.
it. And like no, well Mario Tennis
They're
is
actually
super
just saying
good.
2015. I thought it had an actual release date, but according to the
No,
wiki
it's-
here, it's only saying
Mm.
Well,
2015. Oh no, here we
Mario
go.
Tennis is-
November 20th.
yeah, okay. So Mario Tennis is a
okay.
great series. I love Mario Tennis, but this one just doesn't. I don't know. After Mario, what is it, Power Tennis came out or whatever was on the 3DS. I don't have a lot of expectations for Mario Tennis. I think all the Mario sports games ever since the Wii have kind of lost their lust.
Now, there wasn't even one on the Wii.
Yeah, there were. There were
was the
strikers. There
they-
were sluggers, wasn't there?
No, that's not tennis.
That's
No,
but I think he's referring
I'm
to
just
Mario
referring to
Sports
sports games
series.
in general.
Oh, okay.
Like ever since.
well, I mean, the Wii is only one console.
No, but I'm just saying, like the GameCube ones were like amazing. Like all the GameCube sports games.
Are you saying the Wii ones were not?
That's what I'm
good?
saying. So like ever since the Wii ones came
I
out,
thought Strikers was really good.
Strikers
on Wii.
Charged. I
Yeah.
think it's all right.
I think
It's definitely.
I thought people like it more.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that I like it more. I don't like the fact that you have to
Well,
use.
you might be in the minority there because I'm pretty sure.
Actually,
people
I
like the Wii
think
one
you
more.
are in the minority. Even though, like, I'm not really a
I think
big
it's really
sports fan,
customizable,
and I
and you
don't
can make your own
really-
teams up and stuff. I like that aspect of it, but
And it was online at the time.
that too. So I
Yes,
guess
it
like in
is.
those aspects, I guess it's okay. But I don't like involving motor skills with shaking a Wiimote. It doesn't work for me. I can't.
Well, that's not going to be the case in this.
Well, no, but I don't know. I'm just saying, like, ever since those games have come out, it's just left like a sour taste in my mouth for sports games, for Mario sports
The
games.
one thing I don't like about this Mario Tennis is all the jumping. There's so many jump shots. If anyone's watching the stream, you might be noticing, but like it. I get it. Mario's supposed to be arcadey in that, and there's also like this super mushroom thing aspect as well. Maybe there's a mode where you don't have to put that in, but I really just liked
playing tennis.
I honestly, yeah, I did like. I thought Mario Tennis on N64. It was just tennis with Mario characters, really, and it worked well. I don't know if Camelot is doing it anymore. Maybe they are.
I don't think so. I don't even
but,
think Camelot's a thing anymore, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Are they? I haven't seen them.
Yeah, they're an in-house thing of Nintendo. But yeah, like it's so I get it. Mario's supposed to be arcadey in that, but like I don't know. It just seems really lame just in that aspect. I'm definitely excited for it, and maybe it'll probably get a price drop at some point, and maybe I'd get it then. Like the same thing happened for me with Mario Golf, but I haven't even played the new Mario Golf. I own it on 3DS. It's Spirit Tracks all over again. I bought this new game, and I just haven't played it.
I'd probably
so-
I'd probably wait for either the price reduction or for people to tell me that it's worth getting. It's worth my time.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Bro is saying there's a simple mode that plays like regular tennis. I don't know if that means there's no jump shots or not, but if that were the case, I would definitely enjoy that. And if that can be played online, I think the game is online.
Should be.
But,
Most of
You know what?
are now.
It's even though like I am a Nintendo fanboy, it's just so sad that we actually have to have this conversation of, is this Nintendo game going to be online? Well, I don't know. Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't.
It's the thing, right? Like so many games are online, and it's to be expected into like you shouldn't. They should all multiplayer games
Should be
that are
online.
Nintendo they should just be online. Like, well, there's no reason it shouldn't be. This game should be online. It's a clear contender for being an online game. Star Fox 64 or 3DS should have been an online game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
And
Like,
besides,
it's
they
dumb.
have enough. Nintendo definitely has enough money in the war chest to splurge on a server.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous. So, We had another question though, so that's Mario Tennis. But we also want to know what other games Blizzard made.
I assume it was Blizzard. He just kind of asked what games do they make.
Yeah, I think it was Blizzard, but so they make World of Warcraft, Diablo, Warcraft, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, which is a MOBA game, and Overwatch, which is in beta right now, which is coming out soon. So yeah.
Let's see here.
And G-Volt's saying, Mario Power Tennis, the GameCube one, was ruined by the special shots. Which I agree. I never really played it that much, but I saw it.
The special shots is exactly why I don't like Strikers Charged.
Well, there were special shots in Strikers.
Not the same, though. Strikers Charged had different things going on for it. Like, it was really weird.
I guess you can turn that stuff off.
And I did, all the time, so. Then you're just left with motor skills and emotion sensor, and it kind of sucks.
But they're anyway, what I was gonna say is if the game is online, like, will it force you to use, like, will you be able to play modes that are offline like that, or you know what I mean?
I wouldn't see why they wouldn't let you have like a customized mode and then like have you let a friend join, kind of like similar to Smash.
So I want to make one. I want to make one note. Is that earlier when we were talking about Blizzard, somebody mentioned that StarCraft came before Warcraft, and since I'm looking at the list right now, I want to say that is incorrect. First StarCraft.
Did I say that? I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. You said Warcraft came out after.
No,
I meant Warcraft 2 and 3. I know Warcraft was definitely
Warcraft
one of
2.
their first games,
Warcraft
so.
2. Tides of Darkness came out in '95, and then StarCraft came out in '98, and then.
Oh really? Okay.
StarCraft is just the thing that's picked up Steam.
Warcraft 2 BattleNet Edition came out a year later, and then finally Warcraft 3 came out in 2002.
All right, Helf, are you happy? Now you're the mayor of I Told You Town. You happy?
No, I just wanted to.
I'm sorry, I have to say that. It's from Rick and Morty. Rick is all like, "All right, Morty, you happy now? You're the mayor of I Told You Town. You happy?"
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, there's I don't know. Oh, hey, you know what? Blizzard's next game, couldn't call it right now. Lost Vikings 3.
It's not happening.
Also, buddy, bro, I'm not against the gimmicks, but I don't like it when the gimmicks outweigh the actual play of the sports game.
Gimmicks in a Mario sports game.
What?
Yeah, no, it shouldn't.
Remember, if you're referring to something in chat, you gotta refer to the whole
sorry, yeah,
question.
in a Mario sports game. But I'm talking about, like, because NHL Hits has gimmicks in it, but the gimmicks don't outweigh the actual sport that's being played.
Yeah, like the fighting is ridiculous, but I mean, it's not a core aspect.
Being
of the actual
put on
gameplay.
fire for scoring 3 goals and just being able to crush people through the glass. It's a gimmick, but it works with the game. Like, I'm not tucking bananas and chain chomps and whatever all over the place.
Tucking bananas?
Stupid. Mario Kart, the Super Soccer game.
Alright, but I think that's gonna be it.
Mario Gran Turismo.
This is a pretty solid podcast. 2.5, or 1.5, not 2.5.
2.5 hours, double podcast. Got to put it up in 2
Half,
parts.
if you want to lead us out. Actually, before you do, just one last thing. Just remember to check out bottomsup.webs.com once again, if you haven't already, and follow us on Twitter. But,
Also, make sure to check out the All Your History Are Belong to Us.
Yes.
That'll be in the show notes as well.
So,
Yep. Because they did not only an episode about a series of episodes not only about the history of Blizzard, but also the history of Bethesda. So that covers most of our conversations that we had.
Yeah, that was a lot today. So.
Bethesda and Blizzard.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, thank you all for listening to us, and for those in the stream, thank you for coming out to the live event, and have a nice night.
Have a good one.
You gotta send us off.
That
yeah.
That was pretty bad. You gotta do it over. Do it over.
It's not
Aw.
a do-over. Just say who we are.
Oh yeah, we're a Bottoms Up podcast. We're always drunk on games. I was Health.
I've been
And
Odin.
I am and always will be Shots.
Shot, shot, shot.
Till next time, bottoms up.
Wee.